Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of That Nerd Stuff Show. It's ya boy, Nerd Stuff here. So, today's episode, first off, let me just start off by saying thank you all so much for sticking with me through all this time. I decided to come back. I asked all my followers on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram link right here. Take a look at me out. I do all my cosplay stuff there, nerd stuff in general. Let me thank everyone so much for sticking with me through all this time. I asked everyone if they wanted to see me to come back, and they all said yes, so here I am. So, in today's episode, let's just jump right into it. The Batman. Oh, yes. This is what I've been waiting for. The movie looks so much better than what I already had high hopes for this movie. Matt Reeves, I think, is an amazing director. Robert Pattinson has definitely got a lot better since Twilight. And the fact that every person has been hating on Robert Pattinson because of that, they completely disregarded it. I was already in high hopes for it, and just seeing that teaser from what the DC fandom dropped yesterday was nuts. It looks so good. It's super dark. It's so apparently what the story is of this is apparently Batman is in year 2 of Gotham. So I'm like, okay, so he's still young, he's still fresh, he's still figuring out the groove of like what his whole vigilante business is going to be about. Which is cool. I like that. Within that first, what was it, like, not even 30 seconds of the trailer, we got to see him in the suit. And I was one of those people where, when I first saw the suit, I was kind of like, okay, you know, it's a work in progress. And Matt Reeves did confirm that in the DC fandom, that this suit is supposed to look like he just kind of built this out of whim, and it is beaten up, it is torn, it's all this crap. So I'm like, okay, I can buy that. Because, you know, maybe he doesn't just have the technology yet to give the upgrades that he wants to the suit. But the suit, oh, dude, it looks so much better using in action now. And seeing it move around with it, I like a lot. It is very heavily Batman Noir. Or Batman Noel. And, yeah. I definitely see the reference on that now. That looks super good. The cow's still growing on me. It looks like a pirate, like pleather mask. I don't know how to really describe it. It's one of those things where I'm like, but it's growing on me though. I'm liking it. At first I thought he had like the white eyes. I thought he had like white contacts or white lenses or something over it. And I guess just the way the camera was, it just, his eyes look like that, but he has his normal eyes. He has the raccoon eyes, which I'm happy about. Gotham. This is the first time I think we've seen Gotham. Gotham's always looked very grungy and dirty and all that, but this is the first time I think it really looks like it's a worn down, beaten, on its last hope type of Gotham. Like the show Gotham I think it did it well with how gritty it was. This, I said how the Gotham looks like to me, it looks like it's a love child between Tim Burton's Gotham and Christopher Nolan's Batman. If these two merge together, that's what we got out of this, and I'm liking it. Because from my understanding, Matt Reeves is putting gangs back in this Gotham. That's when you see those guys with like the white skull paint, they're supposed to be some type of gang. Who the gang is yet, we don't know. We don't know if it's someone already established. We don't know if it's someone from the Burton world, if it's just someone new, or if it's just some random ass gang he decided to throw in there. Either way, I'm happy there's some type of like formed underground criminal activity going on. So the fact we get in there, but the fact it was like super dark. When I'm watching this, I'm like, oh damn, this looks like a thriller movie almost, where I'm like, it's gritty, it's dark, it's grunged. I'm like, ugh. This is the type of Batman world I've always wanted. And I feel like if we can get this type of world with Ben Affleck, yeah, oh man, how awesome would that be? Because for me, Ben Affleck has not been my favorite Batman. Now I know there's a lot of people out there who's going to be like, oh, that. Shut up. It's my opinion. I can have it. For me, the only thing that didn't do it wasn't the killing thing. That's a separate issue. We can talk about all we want. I don't feel like of how they were portraying Batman and how they written him out to be. It's not the performance, it was the written aspect of it. That's what just didn't really do it for me. And I think if we get those HBO Max series where apparently him and Jared Leto will be coming back, which I kind of want Jared to have a redemption. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest, and we all agree on that, but I feel like given the right opportunity, he can do it well. So if we do get that series, and it is this type of world, and we do get to see him solely perform, then I'll have a better thing for him. But he is coming back in the Flash, so we get to see that then at least, and then I can kind of get a better understanding. This is the first time we're seeing the Riddler since Jim Carrey in live action. Well, that's a lie, because we've seen him in the Gotham show. The Gotham show was alright, you know. He was still a young dude, though, working for the GCPD, and then he became the Riddler. I did not like Gotham. I thought Gotham was wasted opportunity. It could have been a lot better, but that, like I said, that's my opinion. You don't like it? Tough. Riddler, seeing him in this, though, I get a darker feel for him. And I wasn't expecting that, but I'm liking it a lot. Like the fact that, I mean, literally the opening thing of the trailer, we see him duct taping some dude's face and saying no more lies. I don't understand what the no more lies is. So if someone knows that and you know what it means, comment it down below. So let me know, kind of speed me up. I've been trying to decrypt this. I guarantee it someone has already, though. The car that he left for Batman to find. There was hieroglyphics at the bottom of it. It's like that comics, they know that word font you can change to whatever. That's some type of hidden message there. I guarantee it. I just yet have had the time to like really decode all that and figure it out yet, but eventually I will. Riddler just seems like, I don't know what the vendetta he has against Batman yet. I don't know what triggered him to have it, but I'm curious to see. But I like how they're going about this. It wasn't like Tim Burton's one, where he was just like a goofy secondary character just brainwashing people. He's leaving clues for Batman. This whole world is making it feel like Arkham, like the Arkham games, and I'm absolutely loving this right now. So that's going to be interesting to see. And it seems like Riddler is inspired a little bit from the Arkham games, because remember in the Arkham games, you had to run all over the city or all over the map, and you had to find like certain trophies and clues and puzzles to figure out, to find out where he is to battle him. And I'm getting that vibe, and I'm like, ooh, I like this. The second villain we got to see was Catwoman. She looks good. Now, clearly this is just like a prototype suit. She's not officially Catwoman yet, but so far so good. There was some acrobatic fighting going on, which I was like, ooh, okay. Wasn't ready for that, but I'm liking that. It's so much different than Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, where she just seemed more, not thuggish, but more aggressive and more just like, I'm out for me. I don't know how to put it. Zoe seems more Catwoman-esque, if that makes any sense at all. She seems very acrobatic, coming in, doing her job. If she got to kick some ass, she'll get out. I like the little Easter egg of when she's wearing a ski mask and you see the little cat ears. I'm like, okay. Setting it up. Kill. You know who I didn't realize was in the freaking trailer until I had a friend of mine send me a screenshot, one of the screenshots from the trailer. And they're like, did you see Penguin in it? I'm like, what? I'm like, I know Penguin's supposed to be in the movie. I didn't see him in the trailer, though, at all. So they sent me the screenshot, and I see Colin Farrell as Penguin. I'm like, holy hell. He looks so good as Penguin. They gave him, like, the fat cheeks, bald head, the little bit of bird nose. You didn't see much of him. You saw the face. But, like, I was like, whoa. He looked so different. I never would have expected that to have been him. So I'm very excited to see him. Now, Matt Reeves said he isn't officially Penguin yet. Apparently, he's still Oswald Cobblepot, which I'm like, okay, hey, it's year 2 in Batman Gotham. I'm cool with this. Everyone's still building up their names. Everyone's building up their reputations. So, hopefully by the end of the movie or the sequel, we'll see him as finally, like, don the name Penguin while it's wearing the top hat. I hope he gets the monocle at least, because that's just, we haven't had that really. We had that for like a split second with Dan DeVito in Batman Returns, but I hope like it's like the Arkham style, like he's always wearing that. The top hat I could take or leave, but I would appreciate it either way. Let's talk for a minute of Robert Pattinson. I'm completely blown away by what he's already given us thus far in the Batman movie. He looked like when I saw him for that first second, like, in the full suit, I was like, whoa, he looks good. Then when he was beating the hell out of that thug, like, he grabbed him and just started like pounding him in. The fact that it's all one shot is awesome. And then hearing his Batman voice for the first time saying, "Invention." Yes! Are you kidding me? I love it. It's raspy. It's not exactly Bale, because a lot of people hated Bale's voice. I, for one, loved it. I'm really excited to see what we're gonna get out of him. And I think I'm more excited to see how he's gonna grow with Batman. The fact that he's a huge Batman fan too is already a huge relief. Knowing that you love the character, you have an appreciation for him, and you're just a big fan yourself. And you've seen all these other actors perform it, so you kind of know what kind of take what from whom and what not to do from whom. I'm very excited to see it. And every fan out there who was like, Robert Pattinson is going to be awful. He's not going to be good. We don't want this Twilight guy to be our Batman. What do you got to say now? Robert Pattinson is going to be the best Batman ever. Robert Pattinson, screw you. The Batmobile. Let's get in that real quick. So the Batmobile is one of those things where I'm still like on the edge with it. It looks like a souped up, tricked out Dodge Charger, and I think it actually is what the base is. I could be wrong. If whatever you know what the model is for the Batmobile, comment that down below as well. But that's another one too where that's growing on me as well. Everything is still new. It's still a fresh take. He doesn't have, I don't think the technology yet, or has the idea of what he wants. Hey, the car though looked cool though in action. Seeing the blue fire engine in the back was awesome. Seeing it actually driving out and going after someone was pretty cool. I think seeing it in action is gonna be a lot better, but it's one of those things where I'm still on the fence about. Hopefully that's another thing where like his suit and the technology and his Batmobile like all evolve with him over time. The Bat bike, I'll take it. The Bat bike there's not a whole lot you can do with that. I think the bike looks cool. I dig it. If it's all tricked out, sweet. But I think it'd be cool to see his other transportations at some point. I'd love to see a new Batwing. Seeing like some newish like Arkham style of that, I think that'd be sweet. But hopefully we'll get something evolving from that. Yeah, overall, I'm very excited. We only got to see so much of the Batman. I'm very excited to see what's happening. Matt Reeves said they've only filmed 25% of the movie. So the fact of what we saw is only 25% of the movie is insane to me. So I'm very excited, guys. Stay tuned. I'll probably give more Batman stuff whenever it gets released. Batman is one of my favorite heroes. Super excited for the new movie now. I'm excited to see how, if they do the multiverse theory, if this crosses over with that somehow, or whatever the case may be. But the Batman, what did you think of it? Are you excited? Do you think Robert Pattinson's going to be good? How do you think about the villains? Give me your thoughts. Give me your ideas. Comments down below. Like always, guys, you like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.